Welcome back to the RoseCityCast. I am your host, the Rose City Kid. I am here with my guest, Javier Brown. of
Yo, thanks for bringing me on today, Rose City Kid.
course, no problem. So today we're gonna be talking about wrestling because it's something we're both passionate about. It's something we both know a lot about. Uh, yeah. So let's start off by just naming wrestlers that mean a lot to us. Like for example, Jeff Hardy, one of the greatest of all time. You can't argue that.
Yeah, facts. Like, I'm gonna speak about Jeff Hardy now. I think he needs. I think he is capable of having another world title run.
Easily. If Edge could do it, Jeff Hardy could definitely do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, like Matt's killing it in
Then
AEW too.
yeah, like I know one feud I definitely want to see with Jeff Hardy, especially in the beginning, maybe before he gets the title, is that I want to see him feud with the Fiend Bray Wyatt.
Bro, that'd be tough. I need Willow back.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just I
That'd
think
be clean.
they say the Fiend changes people, so I feel like the Fiend's gonna bring out Willow. He's gonna be the one to be able to bring out Willow,
Has to.
especially if the Fiend can get Matt Hardy for the ultimate deletion match. Then why not go after his brother, someone who was present during that ultimate deletion match? So I think that Fiend's gonna have a lot of backstory, and to be honest, I think it's gonna bring in a lot of viewers as well.
For sure though. Knock, I mean if you think about it, like Jeff Hardy has two alter egos. So just off of that, you could just play with both of them and make a good storyline out of it.
Exactly. And I feel like his feud with I don't know if you remember his feud with Sheamus. I think it was last
Yeah, I
year.
was just thinking about that.
And was it I'm trying to think. It was a brawl.
Yeah, they
Was
had
it
a
like a
bar
bar
match.
brawl, something like that?
Yeah.
And I remember just Jeff Hardy, he just had like that creepy moment. I remember he had a creepy moment. I can't think of it well. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, it was when Sheamus knocked him out, put his hat over his face, and then I think it was Sheamus that took it back off, or it was Jeff, and they had like the contacts and like he had different eyes.
Yeah. So I feel like at that moment, I feel like after that they haven't capitalized on it. I don't know why.
Yeah, it
But I
was
think at
wasted
that moment,
potential.
I'm just like, yo, like after, like, what's Jeff Hardy gonna do next? Like, what is this all about? But
Right. They just
they need to
kind
bring
of
that
dropped it.
back.
Right. It's really they just really they just dropped it for no reason, like they do with a lot of other good ideas. Why? Because for some reason WWE can't get it together. But it's all right.
Exactly,
They should
exactly. Hire
hire
us.
us. Right.
See, say
Right.
great minds think alike.
Exactly. So WWE, if you're listening to this, Vince especially, consider hiring me and Javier. We can definitely help y'all out. We got great ideas. We're not gonna say too many of them because we don't want them stolen. But yeah, hire
Exactly.
us. Reach out.
If you want to know these ideas, then hire us right away. We got
Right.
you. Like, man, like we're full of ideas.
Facts, and that's what you need right now. It's either getting too repetitive or just storylines that aren't that good.
Exactly. But
Um,
we say Jeff Hardy. Gonna bring me
yeah,
back. I want to go back a couple of years to a wrestler that's not in WWE right now. At the time, I started watching WWE around 2010.
yeah.
So at the time, I like those big wrestlers. So Mark Henry was my favorite at the time. And the reason why Mark Henry was my favorite was because I remember playing, I think it's SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Fire,
And
fire.
I was playing against my brother. So I was trying to figure out who I'm going to be. Like, yo, who I'm going to be my brother with. And I
Right.
came across Mark Henry. My brother was like, no, no, no. Oh, heck no, don't be him. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to be him. I just kept playing as Mark Henry. I was like, yo, this guy's my favorite because he's a big guy. Little did I know he was the world's strongest man.
Overpowered for no reason.
Facts. But to that point, Mark Henry's not the person I'm gonna be talking about. It's actually gonna be Ezekiel Jackson, another, powerhouse wrestler.
Who's also
And
wasted.
yeah, like I think like I don't know. like lately, like past few days, I just been watching like his matches, and Ezekiel Jackson, his fighting style is kind of similar to Sheamus. He has like that brawler mixed with power, like that powerhouse type style.
Yeah, like he's
But
fast too.
Ezekiel Jackson, like he's the definition of a powerhouse. Like when you see this guy hit,
Right.
like it looks like it hurts. Like he hits so hard. I'm just like, yo, like
Yeah.
I haven't seen a like. It's just like different. Like I know Sheamus is a hard hitter, but it looks like his hits are harder than Sheamus. Like I don't know. Like this man is a brawler.
Bro,
And it
think
makes
about it. He's like,
no, go
like
ahead.
the Black Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, facts.
Like he a big dude, but he's fast though.
He's fast, quick, and
Hard hitting.
yeah. And I'm looking at his, I think his best match will have to be Royal Rumble 2010 against Christian. Because I looked at that match, I'm like, this was actually a pretty good match. And I'm just like, I'm thinking about his gimmick.
Yeah.
So, after ECW, won the ECW title. I believe he went to Raw, got injured, came back with the core. By that point, like before he returned on the court, he was calling himself the personification, but also the Prophet of Doom. And that right there, like the Prophet of Doom, that's kind of, like a biblical gimmick, kind of, you know what I mean?
Right. And they could have won with that too.
So I think if exactly, so I think if they focus on the Prophet of Doom, I want to kind of relate it to how to Seth Rollins gave with the Messiah.
Yeah.
So Ezekiel Jackson would come out and he'll be like, he wants to save WWE or something like it could be like saving WWE or people follow him, like, follow the leader. Like I'm your prophet, follow me. I'm gonna lead you to the greater good, like Seth Rollins says.
Right. If you think about
So
it too, like low key MVP is kind of doing the same thing with the Hurt Business.
yo, he really is.
But
So
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, but then again, that brings me up to like Bobby Lashley, where like
Yeah,
they're kind of doing what they could have done with Ezekiel Jackson, but with him.
exactly. And then yeah, so Ezekiel Jackson, he'd be like that guy, like, oh, you follow me, I'm your leader, the greater good. But then say if you're somebody that doesn't want to follow him, then that's when you see like that beast come out of him. He's not called the Prophet of Doom for no reason. He's gonna come and destroy you if you don't follow him. He's gonna, beat you to where you're following because you're scared of him. He's gonna make you follow him because you fear him.
Right.
So if you're not willing to, he's gonna be some sense into you, so you will follow him. So I felt like in that time from, I'll say 2012, because that's when Mark Henry was out of it. He was injured. He was out of action.
Yeah.
They turned Big Show into a heel so he could be that monster heel.
Like
but if you say,
time.
Yeah, it's like 50 years. Like 50 years, kind of like they kept turning this man over and over again.
Right.
But I think Big Show beat Sheamus for the world title, if I'm wrong. But if you take out Big Show and put in Ezekiel Jackson as that top heel, I feel like he could have filled in that spot, at least for, that time. Because then after, he could have lost to, I believe, Randy Orton or somebody. Randy Orton, John Cena, so they could, put the titles together, if I'm getting my year right. Because that's when, I think that's when they merged the titles.
Let me just double check.
Yeah.
Because I could have sworn, I feel like it's, no,
Was that
it might have been
2012?
2012. Yeah, I think so. It was either 2012 or 2013.
No, what? It was 20. No, what? Yeah, it was 2012. I mean, no, it was 2013. They merged the titles.
2013.
Yeah, because I think WrestleMania 2013, John Cena versus The Rock for the WWE Championship that The Rock beat CM Punk for. Yeah, so yeah, it was 2013.
Yeah,
okay, that makes sense.
Like, I'm thinking about like what CM Punk was doing at the time.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was end of 2013. So yeah, we're good. So Ezekiel Jackson, he could have held that title, the heavyweight title.
Right. You know, the date was December 15, 2013.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was so upset about that though. It's
All
like,
about the merging of the titles.
yeah, because that World Heavyweight Championship meant so much to me.
No, I really did.
Like, because I grew up too, just mainly watching the SmackDown. Like, I was always a SmackDown guy. So then to see it go, it's kind of like, man, like they did me dirty.
Yeah, like when I started watching, like I watch Raw, but I think I enjoy SmackDown more. I don't know why, but
SmackDown's always been better, honestly.
yeah,
It's just Raw
facts.
gets more promotion.
Exactly.
So like, who do you think about when you think of like the World Heavyweight Championship? Who do you think about? Because for me, the first person that comes to mind is Edge,
hmm
and then Kane too.
To be honest, I know where I think of like what's his name? Booker T.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I think my earliest memory of a heavyweight champion was Booker T.
because I mean he was King. I know he had it when he was King Booker as
You
well.
know what? I'm lying. Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that short
That's
amount
right.
of
Because
time he had it.
I remember being a kid. I remember Rey Mysterio being champion, being world heavyweight champion. So yeah, I think Rey Mysterio may be the person I think of when I think of like world heavyweight champion.
Bro, I'm upset. Like they could have done more with it. It's just they didn't have to do Ray like that.
Yeah, facts. I'm mad. I'm mad about when Rey Mysterio won the WWE championship. Like they did my man dirty when John Cena took the
They
title
really
from him. Just
did,
like
yo. That's crazy.
ah,
I forgot about that too.
facts. But
That's,
that's set up for CM Punk's return. So I'll just
bro,
like I guess.
that also reminds me of like when John Cena just went ballistic on Jack Swagger for no
Oh
reason.
yeah, I
I
forgot
mean,
about that.
Jack Swagger literally, like, he legitimately looks scared for his life. I don't know. Some of those
Well,
hits might have been real.
facts.
Ooh, or John Cena and Brock Lesnar. That bro was crazy.
Oh
I
yeah, that was one of my favorite brawls.
I'll never get that image out of my head of John Cena with the blood in his mouth smiling.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, he's really gonna piss Brock off.
yeah. That was the thing too. I remember like just Brock coming in. My memory was just like, yo, Brock just came from UFC, so this guy's serious.
Right.
And watching his earliest matches, I remember how like strong he was, just like slamming the Big Show, and he was explosive.
Yeah.
And he's just over here. John Cena slapped and he took down John Cena. Two hits, he's bleeding. I'm just like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I was
John
like, I
just
don't
right
know.
back
I
up
was like,
smiling.
oh man. I I used to think about I'm thinking about everybody that's I'm a Joe John Cena could take on Brock, but I was like, I don't know who else like is gonna be stepping in the ring with this man.
Bro, Undertaker, like, for real, Undertaker in his prime would whoop Brock Lesnar. I think, personally.
You think? And you said in real life or like in a match?
Yeah, like in real life. I feel like Undertaker could kind of take that. Because, I mean, you got to think about it, too. He's older, so he has more experience with MMA.
hmm
And, like, he's very technical with it as well.
Oh wait, Undertaker did MMA?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why he was has those gloves on.
Oh, true. I never knew that.
Yeah, I remember, like, because I remember, like, certain Undertaker matches, and you could just see the way he would actually fight. Like, he's
Yeah,
very
he was.
precise with it, too.
That makes sense. Cause like, yeah, that actually makes sense with his striking too.
Oh, Ken Shamrock for I don't know if he'd be able to beat Brock, but he could definitely hold his own. That's one tough dude. I'm not
Oh
gonna
heck
lie.
yeah,
That
facts.
is a lot
Like
of the
he's
ECW people could hold their own too.
exactly. I believe it.
Yo, Sabu was crazy.
Yo, to be honest, I haven't. When I was younger, I saw a few of his matches, but like lately, like I think I need to go back and watch his matches since you said his name.
Yeah. Bro,
was he Indian?
Arabic
Arabic? Yeah.
or I mean Arabian. Is it? I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Middle
But
Eastern.
yeah, there we go. Asian, there we go. He was
Yeah,
Asian.
bro. No, like there's one video where his bicep gets like torn open and you can see the muscle, and like he
Oh,
wraps it up himself. Like he pushes his muscle back in and wraps it up and keeps going. I'm like, nope, I'm
he's
good.
tough.
I was like, that dude ever has a problem with me, you got that. I don't want no smoke.
Wow, he's tough.
It's like I got a high pain tolerance, but sheesh, that's a little much.
Facts. So I actually have a question for you.
What's up?
Um, what do you think about because I've been seeing a lot of videos and stuff on Twitter about this, about WWE fans
Mm.
compared to like how it was years ago, I guess. So what do you think of fans today, as in, I'm trying to find a way how to word this. So do you feel like fans like kind of not like they don't know, like they change like their minds quick. Like for example, Seth Rollins, everyone wanted Seth Rollins to be Universal Champion. He becomes champion, he gets pushed to be champion. And then people start getting bored of him. They're like, no, they don't want him to be champion. They start booing him.
Right.
So like, I guess my question is like,
I mean,
do you think like the wrestling fans have changed today, like in terms of like what they want and what, like who they want to be on top, like what do they want to see compared to like
yes,
how it was back then?
yes and no, just because you also got to look at it from the wrestler's point of view and from like WWE in general. Because I feel
Yeah,
like if you're that good of a wrestler, you can make people hate you or love you, like just like that. So I feel like that also, has a part in it. But overall, I feel like there's definitely been a huge change, especially with WWE changing so much. Fans
yeah,
definitely, there's a lot of like older fans. You can definitely see the difference between them. But it's not a bad thing, personally. Personally, I think it's not a bad thing because at least the
yeah.
older fans, like they're still sticking around. They have their complaints. I feel like everybody should, honestly.
Oh no,
but
definitely, yeah.
but like at least we're still trying to find some enjoyment in it.
Yeah, because I see like a lot of posts. People are like, "Yo, wrestling fans today, they just complain than they did back then."
Yeah.
And like I see those, I'm just like, well, you want to know if fans were complaining back then, because especially like during like the Attitude Era. So I'm like, today we have social media, and back then we didn't.
Hmm.
So like, you don't know what people around the world were, thinking about the product.
Yeah, no,
You
that's true. And like wrestling was just a whole different type of culture back then.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like that's why it was like easier for them to push wrestlers and focus on the wrestlers and then making those big stars.
Mm.
And like today with fans wanting different people, now like people are exposed to wrestling around the world, independent circuits, so they see, I guess they see like quality matches that they want more in WWE. So
Right.
you have like those hardcore wrestling fans that they're like, all right, WWE, you need a better in terms of like in ring style, you need better quality.
Right.
Which I think NXT, they're actually doing a real great job with that.
Yeah, because like
But
the like the wrestling itself is there.
yeah,
Like the skills is there. It's just it's not being used the right way. Especially like storyline, because back then too, like back in like the golden era, it was just wrestling was just mainly focused on the actual wrestling. Like the
facts.
Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, all that. It was like a balance between the wrestling and the storylines because it's still entertainment. Now it's just
Facts.
kind of storyline. Drop it, go with a different storyline that makes no sense whatsoever, and just waste everybody's time.
Exactly. Just like I feel like most of the main roster, I don't know. Like I enjoy NXT more, you know?
That's because I mean Triple H is running it, so
Yeah, like oh yeah, definitely. Like I can't wait till Triple H, takes over like all of WWE because it's gonna be different. Like
but
I'm excited. Like I really like the NXT product,
right.
and I believe NXT could do better if it wasn't a show that had to compete with AEW.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to see WWE and AEW work together at some point
Exactly.
because the amount of first off, the amount of money they can make off of that is crazy. Second,
Do,
the matches themselves would be insane.
do they not understand they could do WWE versus AEW? Like think about it, like how they do Survivor. Or I'm gonna go back in time how they did WWE or WWF versus WCW.
Yeah, like the invasion and all that.
Yeah, like they could have something like that because you know how much money they can make, and people are gonna be watching AEW. Also, they're gonna bring in more viewers, and then WWE is gonna have more viewers again. So just like, because you're not gonna know who's gonna show up, who's gonna invade,
Yeah,
and I
that's
feel like
true.
there's a lot of dream matches that could happen with people that are in AEW versus people in WWE.
Oh, easily, bro. It's like I'm trying to think of like how to word it. I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie to you,
No, it's good. You're good.
but no, personally, I feel like if they do have like the invasion angle, like you could have Chris Jericho just run in and attack Edge for no reason, but just because
That'll
it's
be
Chris
good.
Jericho, like you're gonna get attention.
Facts. And I think Undertaker could come back for one more match against Sting.
Oh man, we need that so bad.
You
If
have like,
he's like well enough to do it, I would love to see that.
yeah, I think just one last match, a match that has never happened, a dream match that has never happened.
Right, which is something we need right now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see Cody go against Seth Rollins. They're both extremely talented at what they do.
That would be a great match.
Right.
Who would you see Roman fighting?
Ah,
Because I want AJ versus Kenny Omega. That's a must.
yes. We definitely need to see that. Roman go against. Huh. Honestly, I kind of want to say Jake Hager because he's gotten better in ring wise,
I agree with that.
and it's like it's two.
I could agree with.
They're two like smaller powerhouses, but still powerhouses.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that'd be good, honestly,
that would be a great match.
bro. Like,
And then
there's just so many storylines you can come up with just from them joining each other, especially with that
facts.
NXT roster. Come on.
I want to see MJF versus The Miz.
Yes. I need to see that. We need a tag. We need a partner. We need to get him a partner and have him go against Miz and Morrison.
Yeah, who's his partner? Wardlow. Wardlow's his partner, right? Yeah,
I
Wardlow.
think so.
Yeah, there you go.
I need to catch up on AEW a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been slacking.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Yeah,
Bro, but
MJF.
like,
He's like Wardlow's like MJF bodyguard or something like that.
so, bro, like it'd be the battle of egos.
Facts.
I'm
I need
trying to
to
see.
see Team Taz. Team Taz needs to go against somebody. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like they should give Annihilation another. No, not Annihilation. What am I? I'm tripping. Uh, wow. Why am I blanking on the name? The guy. Mustafa Ali's the leader.
All Retribution.
Retribution. That's what it was. I don't know where I
There
came up
we
with
go.
Annihilation from.
Same thing.
Bro, right. But like, I need to see that match. That'd be tough.
Yo,
Like they,
facts, right?
because for real, they could wrestle. It's just again, WWE is just dropping the ball.
Facts. You
Yo,
know what?
Vince, if you're listening, you need to hire us. You need to hire Lampier. because his storylines are crazy too.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. I'll say Blamfeed.
But yeah, bro, like like when he stopped making videos, like when he left YouTube, I was so upset
Yeah.
because I was always expecting how WWE should book, and it just never came.
I never knew he. I mean, like now I know, but I used to watch his videos, not knowing like his name. So like
Yeah,
when he told me, I was like, oh, it's that guy. I haven't seen him in
yeah,
a minute.
because he used to be on What Culture, and now he's
Yeah,
with Wrestle Talk.
yeah. And then
That's
I saw him again on Parts Unknown when he was talking about the Fiend.
yeah, he'd be on both channels. I guess Parts Unknown is like a second type channel to Wrestle Talk.
Yeah.
Bro, like Wrestle Talk is there's so many so many wrestling channels now.
No, there really is.
Like there's
I'll
the
be
Great
watching all of
One.
them.
There's I think his name is still Dank Ops unless he changed it. Um Grimm's Toy Show. There's Sean's View Entertainment. I haven't seen none of his videos in a while. It's been
Wrestling Days.
the list goes on.
It does.
Because I know, because there was What Culture, and now there's they have their some of the people they left have their own thing now. I can't remember. There's WrestleMania. I know that too.
Oh yeah.
What is it called? I'm blanking on the name. Let me check this. I know Simon Miller be on all their videos. Bro, why am I blanking on every name now?
No, you're good. It happens. Too many. There's a lot of them. That's why.
Honestly.
See, we have too many sources. Like Vince hire us.
Yeah, we know too much. Like you might as
But
well just hire us. I can't find it right now. I'm not even gonna bother looking. But yeah.
no, you're good.
But yeah, I mean,
Now, no, go ahead.
oh no, I'm good.
I know I was gonna say like no offense, all the wrestling channels, but my favorite is Payana Productions. If I said that right, because I've been watching that lately. My brother got me into watching it,
Yeah,
but
no.
I just really enjoy those videos.
You know, that's fast. I've been subscribed to him for a minute.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's just I never really watched too much of his videos.
Yeah. I started watching it more once my brother just started telling me about it.
You know, I mean they're good videos for because like they make you really think about everything that's going on and like how different it would be if it went a certain way.
Facts.
Like that if Vince McMahon retired one. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
no, that
Like
one, oh man. I was just like, yo, this is good.
right.
I was like, yo, they're creating stars.
No, they really are. I feel honestly, once Triple H takes over, I feel like things get a little bit better. I'm hoping so.
Yeah,
Because I mean, we see how he's doing with NXT, so obviously he's doing something right.
he's doing amazing, amazing job.
I need to get Teddy Long back on TV.
Yeah, I miss Teddy Long.
I remember when they
I
had him
miss.
come out. That's how I forget who he was telling. They were like, just for that, you going 1-on-1 with the Undertaker.
Oh yeah,
He was like,
it was
Undertaker don't
on
even wrestle anymore.
Facts. It was on Raw. No, it was on what's that show called? It was on Raw. Legends Night, right? Was it Legends
Yeah,
Night?
yeah.
Yeah. He said the Undertaker. I was like, what?
Bro, what happened with Carlito? I still haven't like checked up on that. Like I
Yeah,
heard he was
like
done with WWE already.
yeah. I was watching a video today. I didn't fully like get into it because I was busy, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I just feel like I kind of feel like they did something wrong.
Yeah,
It's not because it's not because I'm completely against WWE or anything, but it's their track record isn't the best. So
yeah, that's true. And like
um,
Carlito is in his best shape.
Thanks. Hopefully he comes back.
Facts. Are there any other wrestlers you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Evan Bourne.
Yeah.
Evan Bourne does not get enough recognition.
Is he? Where is he now? Is he in AEW?
No, I think he's on Impact.
Oh, okay.
If I'm right.
Yeah,
I might
but
say on Impact.
Evan Bourne, he was talented. He was definitely talented in the ring.
It's just he was small and Vince ain't like that. So.
Yeah, like.
But now look, we got Dominic. Like.
I feel like Evan Bourne, he was in WWE at the wrong time.
Right.
Because at that time they weren't pushing a lot of small guys, but like, imagine if they had like the NXT now back then.
Oh man, it would have been crazy.
Yup. I think he would have been more successful.
For sure.
In WWE.
This is more wasted time because honestly, back then, the smallest person they would push is like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
But like Dolph, like he's toned, but he's not like super huge dude.
Mhm. Like at that time, when Evan Bourne was in WWE, you had, I believe there's only 3 wrestlers that were under 6 feet, and that was Evan Bourne, Rey Mysterio, and Hornswoggle.
I forgot about Hornswoggle.
And then you had what's the name? His WWE name was Kaval. Low key, that's his name, Low Key.
Yeah.
But you know, he didn't have he had a short stint with WWE. Yeah. But I always wanted to see Rey. I remember at that time I wanted to see Rey Mysterio and Evan Bourne. I was always like, I was the type of person I was like, I want to see like 2 big guys fight each other. Like I wanted to see like Big Show versus Mark Henry or something. Mm-hmm. But I also wanted to see like the smallest guys fight. So I always wanted to see Rey Mysterio versus Evan Bourne.
Yeah, because it's like if you just became a wrestling fan around that time, you're used to just seeing big guys fight. But like now, as like time goes on, you're kind of like, oh, I kind of should have like appreciated the smaller guys wrestling more, because like they actually put in more skill into it. I'm not saying that big wrestlers don't put in any skill to it, because it's definitely something to do. But like obviously, smaller wrestlers do like a lot more in the ring.
Yeah, it's different. Bro. Like the match feels different.
Like it's crazy too, because they wouldn't push Evan Bourne, but they pushed Santino Marella.
Yeah, they really did push Santino Marella.
That's my guy. Don't get it wrong, but
facts. Now wait, that brings me to another question.
What's up?
Now, who do you think is funnier, Santino or R-Truth?
I knew you was gonna say R-Truth. I knew it. That's a hard one. I don't know if I can pick.
That is a hard one. I feel like they both bring something different.
Right. They both kind of have like the same mentality.
Yeah, like they're both funny, but it's like similar and different type of funny. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like similar. It's weird. It's like weird to explain, but.
Yo, you know who was definitely wasted? Kazarni.
Wait, say that again?
Kazarni. I don't know if you know who that is, bro. He was in wrestling for like a week, and then they got rid of him.
Kazarni.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
I'm so upset because like I don't have my aux cord on me right now. I could have plugged in my phone and like played you his theme, and you probably know.
Wait, how do I spell his name?
It's Kizarni or NY, one of those. Yeah, it'll probably be a little hard to find him because he's really wrestling.
Oh wait, Kazarni.
Yeah, he was like the carnival.
Is his nickname Simbodi, something like that? In the independent circuit?
Yeah.
Oh, he worked on the SmackDown brand.
Yeah,
You know
bro.
what? I seen this guy. I saw his matches in the Indies. I didn't know he's in the wait. I didn't know he was in WWE.
Yeah.
Wait, like when?
This was years ago.
Oh, okay. I was about to. I thought this was recent. I'm thinking like recent.
Like this was like before Shelton Benjamin left.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you know it was back then.
No, I've been watching. Like I watch his matches like in the Indies. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Bro, I literally like I try to do so much research on that character, but since he was there for such a little time, there's not much you can find. You can find like his promos for his upcoming debut, and then his first match, well, his first and like only match, I think.
Wow.
It sucks.
I
I
guess
love,
MVP. I'm guessing. Yeah, it says he for MVP.
yeah, like they could have definitely went further with him because you can tell by watching the video, like he can actually wrestle.
Wow. Yo,
It's
that's
sad.
crazy. I didn't know he was in WWE.
You know who else people forget about? Muhammad
Who
Hassan.
else? Yup. Yup.
That was just bad timing.
Yeah, I remember like watching a few of his videos. This was like a while ago, but yeah, I remember watching a few of his videos too.
Bro, I felt so bad for him
Yeah,
because he really could have been big, but
he could have
this is
the
yeah,
wrong time.
yeah. I'm not even gonna go into detail about that.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I will go into detail though about
Who?
Chris Benoit.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Personally,
ahead.
I low key feel like that whole thing was a setup. I feel like he didn't do it.
You think so?
I feel like it. I don't know.
Oh man,
Like
like
even
yo,
with the
for
evidence, part of me is like I still have that feeling where it's like maybe he didn't actually do it.
dang.
Cause like
You're about to, like opening my eyes and like yo, I'm like curious, like you know.
bro, like cause you gotta think about it. If you look at like the evidence and like the documentary that they made on it as well, just by
I,
what they're saying, especially what Chavo's saying, it's like I don't know, something seems off.
I need to watch the documentary.
Bro, it's so good. There's like 4 parts to it. It's so good.
Wow. Is it on YouTube?
The channel's Vice,
Oh, okay, yeah, Vice, yeah.
bro.
All right, now I'll definitely
It's
watch it.
I genuinely feel like part of me feels like he didn't do it.
That's crazy. Imagine.
Right. For those
Not
listening,
like
if like my fault, bro.
no, no, you're good. Go ahead.
For those listening, if you don't know what we're talking about, either you're not a wrestling fan or or you just were lucky enough to never hear about it. Um, Basically, Chris Benoit was a wrestler back like the mid 2000s, and unfortunately, his life ended with him quote unquote hanging himself. And but first he killed his son and his wife, or so they say. But there's evidence that shows that it also could have been a setup. Personally, I feel like it was a setup because there's too much stuff that just isn't adding up right for it to be him the one that did it. But yeah, so now you're all caught up. What were you gonna say, bro?
No, I was gonna say like for like after I watch the documentary, I wouldn't mind like coming back on, maybe discussing that.
Yeah, no, we definitely have to do that.
Yeah, because I'm just like since you said that, I'm just like yo, now I want to look into this now.
Right. Because I feel like even his son doesn't think that he actually like his son just didn't want to believe it.
Wow.
Which I mean I could see why.
Wait, he has a son that is still alive.
Yeah, he has his older son because his older son's from a different mom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his older
See,
son is
wow,
literally his twin. Like they look identical.
wow. See, I didn't know that.
And like his son wants to be a wrestler too, but he wants to go by like the Benoit name, and I'm just like,
Oof.
yeah. And he could literally go by Chris Benoit because his middle name is Christopher. If
That's
I'm
true.
remembering that right. Yeah, so I'm like,
You're
yo.
probably right.
I think it's Daniel Christopher Benoit or something like that. I could be
Wow.
completely
See, I
wrong.
didn't. I didn't know all this. I mean, like I knew like what happened, but I didn't know like well, one, I know he had another like oldest son.
Yeah.
Two, like what you're telling me, like it sparked my interest. Like I need to watch the documentary.
Oh, for sure. Oh no, no, it was David. Okay.
David.
Daniel was the younger one, I believe.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah. He had a younger one. All right, the younger one was Daniel Christopher Benoit.
I still remember that time. I think Chris Benoit, he was the world heavyweight champion. The same time as Eddie Guerrero, he was the WWE
Mm-hmm.
champion, I believe.
Yeah, 'cause I
I
remember
think I have it right.
he had a match and didn't show up, and that's when like everybody really started getting really concerned.
Oh, with Chris Benoit.
Mm.
Wow.
Bro, now when Eddie died too, that was heartbreaking.
You see how it impacted everybody.
Yeah, everybody was in tears. Same thing with Chris.
Wow. Yeah.
Rest in peace
That's
to all these
crazy.
people, by the way.
Exactly. Rest in
Like, there's
peace.
nothing but respect.
Because they were all in their prime.
Right. It's crazy. It's really crazy how quick somebody could be gone.
Facts.
But I
And
mean,
like,
hmm?
since it, since you're talking about wrestlers that passed away, especially at a young age, I want to go back to WWF and talk about Yokozuna.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I know like recently they had this documentary on the WWE network, which is $9.99 a month. But I mean now it's about to end. They're about to go to Peacock, so
Are you serious?
yeah, they have a partnership with Peacock now, so
Oh,
the app is ending.
I think it's
I
because
believe next month. Before WrestleMania, I know that. Yeah,
it's just I don't know. I heard a lot of bad stuff about it.
yeah. So I'm just like, dang. But I know Yokozuna. So this is some like I didn't like watch a lot of his matches before. I watched his matches here and there, but I think after the documentary, I was watching more of his earlier matches when he first came to WWF.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, for a big guy, he could wrestle. Like he could
Right.
move around the ring. Like he could really wrestle.
I mean, he's Samoan. What you expect?
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
That
And like how he
automatically
got
gives you an
that,
advantage.
facts. And like how he was, basically the head of the table,
Right.
how Roman Reigns.
Right.
But he was the head of the table. Like he was that top monster heel that they needed. He was there at the right time. And I wonder like how his like career could have been. I know that they released him because he was gaining more weight and he wasn't able to move, you know,
Yeah.
as well as he did when he first came to WWF. So I was like, man, like I was just like, if it was different, like if he took his health different, I was like, yo, like he could have been, a bigger star than he already is.
Right. It's like I could see why he kept gaining weight too, because it's hard if you want to stay like a
Yeah,
certain weight, because you still
yeah,
like for his character, he needs to be big, but
y-
you don't want to get too big and you don't want to lose too much weight then, because then you potentially lose your career. So it's like,
yeah,
yeah, that must be extremely stressful.
yeah. So I was just like, man, like I was like, yo, for a big guy, he really could move.
You know, I mean, same thing with Bray Wyatt.
Exactly. You know, for you guys that don't know, Bray Wyatt, aka The Fiend, he's my favorite character right now. Currently, my favorite pro wrestler.
Like he's not even on TV right now.
Yeah, he was burned by Randy Orton.
And then Randy got it right back.
Yep.
Yo, poor Randy, man. Yo, let's talk about Randy for a second, because that dude has been wrestling for sheesh.
Exactly. And when you say like the man can't get better, he got better.
Yeah, for sure. Like he was good when he came in, and it's just constant as time goes on, he's getting better and better with it, even as he's aging. But then again, he's been wrestling for so long. It's like, you know.
And I felt like there was a time he was just, you know, I'll say like stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say after he lost the title to Jinder Mahal, because after that he wasn't, you know, he was more like in the mid card scene. But I think last year, it's like when Randy wants, you know, to put his full effort in, he will. Like last year, that's exactly what he did. He turned heel again, and last year was his year.
Yeah, no, for I feel like I kind of feel like Randy's prime, like, or at least when he was in the best shape, was back when he was on like SmackDown around 2000, not 2010, or was it? It was when he had the beard. Like he came back like just ripped and had the beard and everything.
Oh, 2011, right?
I feel like it.
Yeah, because he had when he lost, when he lost to Mark Henry.
I think so. Cause I know like
because he had his feud with Christian.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, because I know he had his beard when he had like that 2011 when he had his feud with Christian.
Yeah, bro. Like if you think about, because he came back in crazy shape and was moving fast.
Yep, like, I think it was 2011.
Yeah, I just searched it up. Literally one of the first pictures that come up is him versus Christian.
Yeah.
Bro, they did Christian dirty though. Like they still do him dirty to this day.
Facts.
Why? He can wrestle. He's good.
Nah, he really is.
That was one of my first favorite wrestlers. That was one of the first wrestlers I ever found out about.
Really?
Yeah. Because back in the day when me and my cousins used to wrestle in their backyard with our friend Justin, they would always make me Christian. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, why not? I don't really know much. Yeah. But then like they showed me the kill switch and I started doing it. I'm like, yo, you know what? I kind of like this.
Yeah, that's a tough move.
Bro, I was like, you know what? This guy not too bad.
Yeah, like you can't like. It's like one of those moves that no one else could do, unless if he wants to pass it, like how Steve Austin passed to Kevin Owens, like the Thunder. But
yeah, I hope he doesn't pass it. Let's just keep that his move. Let's have him win a title, because if Edge could do it, then why can't Christian?
Facts.
This is.
I do want him to win the title. I want to mind. I don't. It can even be like a mid card title. I don't mind.
Right. Bro, he deserves it. Like he's been loyal to the company for so long.
Facts.
I want CM Punk to come back so bad, just so bad, bro.
Yo, you know if CM Punk comes back, you know how many, views will go up. Views will go up. Like they gotta think, Vince. You gotta think about it. I know you guys have your problems with CM Punk. If you could offer Brock the right amount, Brock is not here right now.
Right. You paying Goldberg.
But if you could offer CM Punk that, certain amount of money, where he may not refuse, like, oh man, I can't refuse the amount I'm going to be getting paid.
Right.
He will come back.
Like, for the right amount of money, I'm pretty sure anybody will. Shawn Michaels did it. I mean, he's retired how many times?
I think Stone Cold did
it. Bro, it's
like, please.
They could really get a lot of these people back. You know who they definitely should have tried to get back? Gail Kim.
Gail Kim. She's what?
Very talented.
Yo, that brings me. Yeah, let's talk about Gail Kim real quick. Like back in. Oh crap! My bad. My alarm went off.
No, you're good.
Let's talk about Gail Kim real quick. That she was really like, I saw her matches a couple years ago in Impact Wrestling,
right?
And I'm just like, how utilize her in WWE? Like, I don't even think she was Diva champion at the time.
No, I don't think. I remember when she eliminated herself from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
She was just not having it. I don't blame her, like, cause it's true. Back then, like, the female wrestlers didn't really get that much TV time. But now they
exactly.
definitely do.
And then like I'm thinking like I remember when Karma came in 2011. I'm thinking
Oh,
about like who in that like locker room can actually match up with there. The only person I can think about
say it, say it. I'm waiting on it.
is Beth Phoenix. Yeah, I was like, Beth Phoenix could probably go toe to toe with it.
I didn't even think
But I
about that.
really couldn't think about anybody else. But I'm just like Gail Kim. She actually feuded with Awesome Kong before WWE, and they had like classic matches. So I'm just like, yo, this actually could have been a feud that they could have had because it would have been like that women's revolution could have started like at that point. I
Right.
like with I believe with their match because they have so much chemistry together from TNA when they
Right.
had their matches in TNA. So I'm just like, dang,
Bro, you know who can go against her?
who?
Nia Jax. Easily.
Oh, now, well, yeah, now, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I'm like, say it, say it. That's what I
Oh
was
yeah,
thinking of, bro.
I
I
want to
actually would
see
like to see
Nia.
that.
I don't know. I think one match I want to see more like than Nia Jax is Asuka versus Karma.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think I know that that's like one match I even like when Asuka's undefeated. I remember watching WWE list this, and this was
mm,
back when Asuka was undefeated,
yeah.
and then and the WWE list this it was like WWE list this five returns we would like to see. It was Goldberg. This is how long ago it was. It was Goldberg. They want to see him return.
Why?
Goldberg returned. Rey Mysterio. They want to see him return. He
Yeah, he
returned.
came
I
back.
believe. I
Came
believe
back.
this was all in 2018.
Yo, he came back in the best shape of his life.
Facts. I forgot the other two, but then Karma was on. I was like, Karma. I really thought she was about to come back.
I hope so.
And the Karma's like, they say, imagine if Karma going up against Oscar. I'm just like, yo,
Bro, because if you think
Oscar's
about it,
undefeated.
right? Like if you think about it, Oscar's like Hideo Itami. Even if you're a bigger opponent, they're gonna chop you down.
Exactly. They're hard hitters. Like they hit hard.
Yeah, no. Oh man, Hideo Itami, his strikes were crazy.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, they're hard. Like their strikes are hard.
Like if he goes
Like
against Shinsuke, you know it's always gonna be a good match.
facts. He was he was wasted too. I mean, I know he had a lot of injuries also.
Right. Bro, I'm waiting for the day where like I turn on wrestling and like I hear this. I just oh
Oh,
man. Oh I need that.
yo,
I would lose my mind.
I think I'll pass out.
Right. Bro, literally when the Hardy Boys came back, I had so much adrenaline. Like my
Man,
eyes started tearing up. It was bad.
no, I was tearing up for Edge. I was just like,
Edge was tearing up for Edge.
fat. I was just like, I heard the it's
Yeah.
how it beats. So I was just like,
Bro,
what?
as soon as you hear you think you know me, it's over.
Yo, facts.
That's why I
I'm
think
just
they were
like,
like two of my favorites. Like they had the perfect theme songs because just by like the first little part, you immediately knew who it was. Like you knew what
exactly,
was coming. It's
man.
like, and it goes perfectly with their character. Like Edge just goes perfectly with his character.
It
Especially,
really
I mean,
does.
his theme song used to literally just be somebody repeating "You think you know me," but which
Man,
it was stuck in my head for like 2 weeks. I was highly upset about that.
yeah,
Speaking of theme
facts.
songs, Kane used to have a crazy theme song. I think it was like
Are you talking
Chemical
about
Slow or something like that.
Slow Chemical? Yeah, I just
Yeah,
listened to that today too.
bro. Oh, I love that
Like
song.
I played it because I was watching videos and it came up.
Right,
I was watching like videos on Ezekiel Jackson. It came up. I was like, oh, let me listen to this because that used to be the theme song.
bro. For
Like
real.
him with that entrance, like it's just different.
Right. Or Rob Van Dam's.
Yeah, one of a kind.
Oh man, as soon as you
One
hear
of a
that,
kind.
Like you just hear that first like note of whatever that is that's playing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
That
it's like
sound effect.
yeah, it's like the intro. Yeah,
Or as soon as like the first beat in Jeff Hardy's music comes on, bro,
like
he
his
needs
older
no
one,
more
right?
words back. Huh?
Yeah, facts. I was gonna ask like his old one, right? No more words.
Oh man.
Like he needs that. I think he said he want to bring it back when the crowds come back.
I would love that. I hope that's when CM Punk comes back. I hope the crowds do come back. If NXT can have a little
Facts,
crowd, at least get a little crowd in WWE shows, please.
facts. Like
Well, I mean, it's
I miss the
WWE,
crowd. I miss it.
honestly.
I miss the live reactions.
Like, I
I'm,
really, I really wanted to go to another show, but I guess not.
you know, I went to a show right before COVID. I went to Elimination Chamber
That's not fair.
last year, and it's funny because that was the last pay per view. Like that was the last pay per view to have a crowd,
That's
and I
fair.
was there.
I just think it's more upsetting that I didn't get an invite.
Chill. My bad, my bad.
Nah, you cool, you cool. It's alright. Once we get the
Next
crowds back,
time
yeah. When we get the crowds back,
we're
we
going
definitely gotta go.
in Brooklyn, Barclays Center. We're
I'm
going.
down. I'm down.
I need to go
Anytime.
to Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Right. Oh my gosh. I would love to see NXT in person.
Facts,
Bro, speaking of that, when Edge showed up on NXT, that was crazy.
facts. Like
Everything felt so intense.
he's making that brand feel special. He's making that title, like the NXT title, feel special,
Right.
and not just like oh, like a third title. You know, let's like oh, third top title. There you go.
I feel like Triple H was like, yo, we need a little bit more attention our way.
Yeah,
But it's cool
like
though.
that's what
I
I
think
feel like. That's No, go ahead.
I think that's part of the reason why they brought Finn back too. Just because like his main spot is in NXT.
It is
Like they could do whatever with him there. If you put him on the main roster, you know Vince ain't gonna have him do whatever, which sucks.
facts. That's why they need Aleister Black needs to go back there.
That's literally the second person I thought of.
He needs to go back there.
Such wasted potential. Like bring him back. Come on. What are y'all doing?
Like he
I
needs to
understand
go
they had
back
an
for a
issue with his
rebirth.
wife, but like,
Yeah, facts. Like that's not on him.
right. It's like with AJ Lee.
Oh yeah, she's another person that needs to come back. They don't mention her.
Honestly.
Like when you can't talk about women's revolution and not talk about AJ
AJ
Lee
Lee and
because
Paige.
she's at yeah. AJ Lee was that first person to bring eyes to the at the time the Divas division.
Right.
And then you had the Total Divas show, that started. And then yeah, Paige came and Paige became, that big star by defeating AJ. So she instantly inserted herself as a big star. So you have to I have to give to AJ Lee starting it. Like I think it was supposed to it could have been karma if she didn't get pregnant.
Yo, I remember when she announced it, I was like, what?
Yeah, I was just like, cause she was there to wrestle.
Right. She went from ripping dolls' heads off to I'm pregnant and had to leave for some time. I'm like, yo, where did this come from?
Facts. Like she was there. I think that Beth Phoenix, like, 'cause I know after she got pregnant, Beth Phoenix became champion. But I think Beth Phoenix kind of like took her spot because she wasn't there. But like for Monster Heel, but it could have started there. But AJ Lee, she just took the ball within the rim.
I kind of wish they got Beth Phoenix back, like full time, but
She could
uh,
still go.
with their kids,
That's
obviously,
true.
yeah.
Actually, yeah.
But I feel like
I
once
want
the
to
kids
see.
get older, a little bit older, they should be able to come back more.
She gave her finisher to Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
Makes sense because Bianca Belair killer. I think Bianca Belair is probably the strongest female.
huh?
You think so?
I don't know.
I think she.
That,
I think she. I think she's stronger than Naya.
for real?
I believe so. Yeah. Just in the
Huh.
way she lifted Otis, she
Well,
she
yeah.
she carried Otis like nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. I mean, they got this like with Cesaro. He doesn't look like he look like he's strong, but not like as strong as he really is.
Yeah.
Swung around Great Khali like 25 times like it was nothing.
Facts. He picked up Big Show like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Yo, speaking of that reminds me when John Cena had Big Show on the shoulders and then Edge jumped on top too.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
don't
John
know
Cena.
how he did it.
John Cena was a freak.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was insane. Bro, that's over 500 pounds on you.
Facts.
I don't even know if
And
Mark Henry could do that.
Mark Henry probably could do that.
Right.
How much was? I wonder how much was. I know. I don't know if you know this, but Mark. Do you know Mark Henry's max squat is?
I know I've seen it, but I forget.
And not in competition. So this is like non-record. So this is like non-competition squat.
Yeah.
But it was 1,005 pounds.
That's just
That is
that's not okay.
I was like, so that's why I was just like, yeah, I think I was like, I think he could, I think he could have done that
Yeah, probably.
after I saw.
Oh, you went on mute again, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good.
But yeah, after I saw that, it was amazing. I'm just like, dang. But I was like for John Cena, that was a feat. That was a feat though.
Right.
That was a feat of strength.
Yeah, bro. Quick question. What time is your haircut again?
8:15.
Where? I mean, I can wrap it up right now if you want.
Yeah, because my dad got Chinese food, so.
Oh, where? Yeah, you need to go, bro.
Yeah.
I know what that's like, bro. You need to go.
But like, yeah, we definitely need to do like a part 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think there's a lot. I do want to talk about I mean, it's your podcast, so it's up to you. But if you want to like talk about Christopher and Noah,
Oh yeah, no, we can for sure do that.
I do want to talk about like some of those Vice stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to talk about. And also, I want to talk about I didn't mention this because this is like more focused on WWE, but one day I want to talk about New Jack.
Yes, let's do it, bro. I'm down. There's documentaries on him too.
Yo, facts. I was watching them. That's why I was just like, yo. When he said Vice, I was like, yo, I want to talk about New Jack.
Bro, we should do that. Every time there's like a new documentary, we should just record and talk about it.
Yeah, facts. But thanks for having me on your podcast, Rose City Kid. Whenever you need me, I'm down. You already know.
Sounds good, bro. You know you're always welcome here.
Yeah, thank you. I'll definitely be back.
Back, bro. All right. Thank y'all for listening. This was the RoseCityCast with your host, the Rose City Kid, and my guest, Javier Brown.
All right, have a good one, y'all. Have a good night.
Take it easy, bro.